Are we live?
We are. Says
Oh,
you are live.
Yes, I better find us, huh?
You are live. And Grammy's back.
Here I come, ready or not.
Grammy's back.
I gotta
Back
find
again.
Gotta find us.
Grammy's back. Tell your friends.
Ah, I found it. The very first thing. Hello. Come on in.
I've noticed that it's taken a minute for people to jump on, and that's what I was researching last night was how come so many of our people aren't getting their notifications.
And did you find out why?
No.
Oh, well,
I did send Lori Jacobs a message because she had sent me a thing that said, be sure to get your notifications, click here. And I said, well, I want to do that. So that our people, so many of you guys have said that you're not getting notifications on Facebook.
Hi, Carol. Well, thank you. I missed being here.
Grammy's here.
Yes, I am.
Do you see my glue smoking?
Well, turn that glue down.
It's really.
When did you turn it on? Hi, Anna. Come on in, everybody. I have asked Amanda twice what she's doing today, and I don't know.
It's a surprise. When Mom walked in, I said, I don't feel good. And she was like, stop it.
Yeah, you do too.
I feel hot and cold, and I'm coughing and sneezing. I've got that turned all the way down, and it's still smoking.
Well, maybe.
Okay, Grammy.
Anna said she got the text, but not notification.
Well,
something's wacky.
Yeah, that's why I'm encouraging everybody to opt into the text, because I can't crack the code on Facebook. I mean, it's crazy. But guess what? Grammy, while Scott and I went to play poker yesterday, Grammy went shopping without me. And look at the cuteness.
And I did a video, you guys, in Home Goods. And I tried to send it to Amanda, and it said, this video is too long.
So this is a tiered tray. Was this in the section?
It was right when you walked in the front door. Where they
have $5 at Target. This is
and
adorable.
It's made nice. I mean, it's not a.
I mean, that's a heavy frame and little with a wood awning.
Hi, Anna. Hi, Shelley.
Thank you for sprinkling, Carol. So it's gonna take me time to get this retirement plan figured out, but I actually did okay. I'm learning. Texas Hold'em is not something you learn overnight, but I didn't tell Grammy this because I was afraid that Grammy Bear would lose it. But I got a nasty private message from someone yesterday.
On your phone?
Yes. And they said, I was watching your live, and I just want you to know that I can't follow or support someone who does the devil's work of gambling.
Uh-oh. Well, yeah.
All I could think was, I am a good person. It's just
I hate
something that I've enjoyed since I turned 21. Me and my mom and Mimi would go to Vegas, or we'd take a day when I'd have a day off and go to the casinos, play video poker. And now I'm learning to play Texas Hold'em, and it's I truly don't feel like I'm doing the devil's work.
Well, now
my heart.
Yeah. I thought those was darling.
These are.
Now there was a bigger one, but I didn't get the biggest because I know how big you could possibly make those.
Look at the flowers. And it has like a really neat kind of barnwood look to it. And so the little one was $4.99 at Home Goods. The big one was $5.99. And what's nice, these are pretty light, but they're solid and sturdy. So if you were making something to put in your shop or do craft shows or something.
Hi, Teresa. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi,
Thank you
Cheryl.
so much. Aren't those cute? And this little thing with the awning, I have got to decide what cute things to do with those. and this is fun.
Hi, Cheryl.
Sometimes we find little collections of things. You know, in all honesty, I need to go live every day for the rest of my life.
Oh, Carol's taken up for you, right? That person must have missed the judge not yet, ye be judged part of the Bible. You are a good person. And I think she is too, Carol.
It hurt my feelings. And I thought, you know, one thing that my parents have always said about going to the casino is you have to look at it like entertainment.
You can't go with intentions of winning. One of our worst attributes is talking. We can get to talking to somebody.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget that time that guy took over Mom's machine because she wasn't hitting the button fast enough at the reel. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was good.
Wouldn't this make a cute wreath for a gardener?
I thought it would.
A little marker, little spade. This is just so cute.
I couldn't see what all was in there because of the way it was.
There's a magnifying glass.
Oh my!
So I guess in case you want to inspect some insects.
Oh, there you go.
And it comes in this. This would make such a cute wreath for a gardener. And you know what? I think there's a sign in our shop about gardening.
There is.
That would be cute.
That's cute.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I thought too, Anna.
That's a good idea. Anna's always got good ideas.
They all do.
Yes.
I don't mean to come in here and start, but did you brush your hair today?
I brushed it.
Oh, okay, honey. I was just asking. Old school.
Oh, well, but you told
Every
me.
day I turned it on, I thought, oh, she looks so pretty. Oh, my goodness.
Well,
and your makeup looked real good on the live yesterday.
I'm going to send her home. She'd be a little critical. I did brush my hair.
Okay.
And
right, I'm sorry.
Last time you told me my bun was too perfect that it needed to be messy.
Yeah. Well, you got it, huh? You got it.
So this little thing, how much was this little kit?
I can't see over the arrangements in front of me. What you got there?
Oh, $5. The little tool.
Oh, but yes. Uh-huh.
So yeah, so that took me a little bit to Scott was like, give me your phone.
Oh no.
I'm gonna talk to this gal. And I said, no. You know what? I do know some people believe that. But
hi, Jessica. Well, my Aunt Margie, she would have been all over you and Scott.
Oh, I forgot that.
No, Anna, I went into Target. I had ordered Landon couple shirts that he refused to wear. Oh, that's cute. I didn't buy that. And right when you walk in the front door at our Target, they have this like sale section with $3 items and $5 items. And honestly, they had all kinds of cute things. I made myself stop.
I don't know if you can tell. There is a touch.
Anna, I'm going to bring up a wreath I made with, what's those?
That's a touch of shimmer on there.
Who made those signs that I've got that huge sunflower with the...
Oh, it's like a German name.
Yeah.
It's like something all
It's
bright.
a big sign. It's the whole feature of the wreath. I'm going to bring it up and show. I'm not whisper. Never got listed, you guys. But
She's going home, guys. We're sending her home.
She's so glad I'm here.
Okay, let's see. Has anyone seen Yvonne?
Are we calling Yvonne?
calling Yvonne. She might not be here today, but she blessed our live yesterday, and she is going to get a prize for sprinkling our live. So don't forget, if you sprinkle our live today, then you'll get put into a drawing for a prize tomorrow. And then we'll do our attendance prize at the end of the live.
Jessica's going to Hobby Lobby for pipe cleaners, and she's nervous to see what else comes out with her. Jessica, Amanda, and I, we went before I got sick, so it's been a couple weeks or more. And Amanda said, "Are you getting anything?" I didn't buy a thing. I couldn't find anything. The stuff I looked at, I kept telling Amanda, I know they had this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe yours will be better. Oh, thanks, Diana. She's so happy I'm here, Amanda.
I'm happy you're here. I just, sometimes I think that the spirit of my Mimi has infiltrated my mom's mouth.
Oh, you know what? I thought that the other night. I have never been a person that cussed. And my kids and Landon knew that. And I cussed at the TV the other night. And I thought, oh my God.
Did you really?
Well, I didn't say I didn't throw bombs at it or anything. But it was like your brother was sitting in the chair and Landon was in the opposite chair. And they both looked at me and I said, oh gosh, should I say?
Did I say that? Did I say that?
Yeah.
So I'm cutting little pieces of foam, and there's a little knob here.
Thanks, Lois.
I'm gonna press that, make an indentation there, so that it'll stick. And
I'm
dip
turning this
glue
around. Oh, I can't see what you're doing. Poor thing. She's got a little portable fan blowing on her.
Well, I don't want Mom to get sick again, and I know I keep the house pretty cool. Whoops, got glue. Get those glue strings. Went a little crazy with my glue.
It does, Anna. And that's one thing about not being a cursey word person. When you do use them, they know you mean it.
You guys, I have to tell you about this this older gentleman that sat down next to me at the table yesterday. I told my dad this morning, I said, well, I met the man that I'm convinced you're going to be in the next 15 years. And he goes, okay, well, what was he like? I said, well, he's a big guy, kind of surly, kind of grumpy, sat down, he looked over and he said, is that your wedding ring? And I said, yeah, it's my husband right here. He goes, this guy? How'd this guy get you? And then I won a hand, and he goes, well, you had crap for cards, but you played it right. I said, okay, well, thanks. And then after a couple more snarky things, he goes, hey, you want to see a picture of my Shih Tzu?
Oh, God.
Anna, I get the Gorilla Glue pellets from Amazon. And I use them in my Surebond or glue pot.
Oh, but she got a glue gun that leaks horribly. Anna, I have got glue guns. I've got two. I bought one real cheap one. It leaked and wouldn't come out half the time. And then when it would, it was a big old glob. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get one that costs more. It'll be better. It did the same thing. And that's when I think we went to the glue pots. Now, when I'm working on something small, I've got one of them little, like, $3.99 glue guns, and little tiny ones that take the little sticks. And I use that on my real little things. But Amanda sticks everything in the glue pot.
Well, I have a tendency to burn myself with a glue gun so bad, and I can turn this glue pot down. My problem is I turn it up to get it all melted, and then I forget to turn it down. But some people like to use those skillets, just like a kitchen skillet. But I like that this one has different settings, so you can turn it way down.
Oh my gosh, Anna had one of them tiny ones that lasted 25 years. Well, you had a good one.
So we've got these two. I guess you would call this more of a bouquet and this a stem, but they're similar. This one is just the bigger version, and this is the smaller version. And we get these from one of our wholesalers that is nearby, which is really nice. So I want to do something a little bit bigger up here. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm just looking on the back of it to see, see where the paper, splits it into different sections. I don't think they make anything like they used to.
Oh, no, Well, my husband redid our kitchen, I think it was in 2015. And we bought, everything was new at one time. And I told him, I said, you know what this means? Everything's going to go out around the same time. Anyway, the young man that was helping us, my husband wants a certain brand, and that's all. He won't let them talk him into anything else. And this young man says, you're going to get maybe 8 or 9 years out of these, but you'll be lucky to get that. They're only making things to last like 6 or 7 years. And my husband was like, oh, no. And so far, knock on wood, we'll see. But they don't make things to last because they want you to have to keep buying.
So I gave those twigs a little twist.
Get that twist in there.
You get to twist.
Oh, I didn't know that, Carol. Surebonder makes a detailed glue gun with a tiny tip. And inexpensive, too. Well, I have to look at that.
That would be good for some of the stuff that you do, because like you place all your stuff in your wreaths, and then you go in and then glue it.
And then I go, which one's is glued? And oh, they told Anna that too. I had my mom's when we moved into this house. Now that was 94. So, and I don't know how long she had it before that.
Gonna need a twist too. Well, all I know is that I've been hoarding good old-fashioned washing machines that fill up with water and aren't high efficiency. And I'm down to my last washing machine. My backup washing machine.
Nobody would even believe that you have backup.
Well, the lady I bought this house from left hers, so then I kept mine from my place, and then Scott has one. So we're back to having one backup again.
Now, what kind does he have? The old-fashioned one, like you like? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, now I'm putting on my pity myself hat. I don't know if you remember, I'm sure I told it, that all I wanted for Christmas, I didn't want anything, no gifts. I wanted a new washer and dryer. So around the 15th of December, my husband takes me, I pick out, I knew what I wanted. I wanted Speed Queen, made in America. They have the old-fashioned cycle that you can leave the lid up, the water's running, you can add your stuff. I was thrilled.
Do you see what I've done?
Oh my gosh. Amanda.
Yes.
Oh, it's no wonder you can't keep your nails done. So he takes me and we buy these things. And my husband says to the salesman, now, can you keep these till I get the old one pulled out? And there's a little bit of plumbing I want to do under there. And the guy says, oh, yeah, they're still at the store. I do not have my Christmas present.
I don't even know what to say.
I know. Hi, Peggy from Jacksonville, Florida. Thanks for coming on, you guys. I'm trying not to talk too much.
Why?
I can't
Everybody's
help it.
missed you. You can just talk and talk and talk.
Well, believe it or not, I talked like this when I was at home, typing responses. I'd get it typed and then you would say it or oh, Peggy shared. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys don't know how much you're helping us. This new algorithm stuff and different changes Facebook makes, it all affects our business pages, and everything that you guys do when you bless our page or you comment on one of our posts, it all helps.
Yes, I don't know what Facebook has done either, but it's not funny, and it's not just us. You've heard it from other big shops that Lois needs red ribbon. Which fabric is the best? In bows and tails.
Well, I really like a faux burlap. I feel like it makes nice bows and it's sturdy. What do you think? What do you think, Grammy?
That's what I was gonna say, like the royal burlap or something. All I can think of is stiffer, but I don't know what I want to say. A stiff. You want something that's going to hold its shape with a nice wire on it, even for the tails, because you've seen Amanda take her fingers up under a tail and poof up her gathered part and bring it down the tail, and it holds its shape. Oh, Anna says she types too much to Grammy. She loves visiting with us. I lost my best friend of 50 years on Tuesday. Oh, I'm sorry, Anna. That was just this Tuesday? This past Tuesday?
Oh, I am so sorry.
That's I don't know what it would be like to have a best friend for 50 years, but I lost my best friend in 98. And that is just devastating. I think of her every single day. Yeah, just this past Tuesday. I am so sorry. That's a big loss. Oh boy, I see Amanda's going to be mossing your green little block, or?
Yeah, I think I'll probably have to moss some of it. But I did bring up my favorite boxwood.
Oh yeah.
To fill in. And I think I'm going to take this smaller pick apart into 2 pieces.
Oh, Cheryl says she lost hers 9 years ago. A year ago. Not. Oh, friends since kids.
Mom met Marilyn when... Were you taking us to kindergarten?
I was taking you then. Back then, you had to take them to be tested to see if they was able to put up with kindergarten education, I guess. And it was not mandatory, but at your age, because you were only 4, I had to. And Marilyn was there with her daughter, and that's how we met. And it was just, We only lived like 4 or 5 streets over from each other, and it was just really nice. She even worked for me for a few years at the credit union, and it was just, she sat with me through one of my surgeries, and I wonder where everybody else was, come to think of that.
Had you had Alex?
Shelly. She lost her best friend 2 years ago that was her mother-in-law. We were really close, me and my family. My mom was really close with my mother-in-law. My mom and Betty were best friends. They talked on the phone every day. They got aggravated with each other, and oh gosh. Hi, Rosario. I am, and I have not shut up. What's Amanda doing? I don't know. I'm talking. She's over there making something.
You're so funny. So I'm coming out a little bit to the side with my boxwood because I don't want to completely cover up the pretties on the sign. I mean, it's okay to break up the border, of whatever you're decorating, but you don't want to completely cover
That's
it up.
right. I have seen wreaths with real pretty signs, and I can't tell what it says. So yeah, I'm glad you're leaving that open. Hi, Jessica. Oh, Rosario, I am. I don't know what I had. I took COVID tests, so I was, sure it wasn't COVID. And but I just could not get anywhere to feeling better. And finally called the doctor, and he sent a Z-Pack, and it was like, why did you wait a week before you called? I don't know.
Well, I think because we're trained now that they're not going to give me an antibiotic,
Well, I thought, they're going to say, take Tylenol and drink lots of fluids, and that's what I really thought. Hi, Jessica. I am. I'm sitting right across from Amanda.
Well, I knew she had a real infection by the way she described some things. We won't go into detail, but I knew she had a sinus infection at least. So I told her, I said, when you call the doctor, you have to use buzzwords. You have to say, I'm having facial pain, my teeth hurt, my drainage is discolored. And I said, write it down. You have to use those words because they'll be really quick to say, oh, it's viral. You'll just have to wait it out.
Hi, Teresa. I am much better, thank you. Has Shelly seen that video we did in Michael's? Oh, that was the biggest carrot, wasn't it? I kept saying to Amanda, do you think you need this one carrot? Thankfully, she decided she didn't because, well, I'm trying so hard to destash my crafting room in the basement. It has just got, it's bad. It is just bad.
It's just a little out of control.
Yeah.
Almost like my whole house.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do, truthfully. It's got out of control, everybody's house. If we could take over the neighbors, I'm sure we would get that one all loaded too. And we have called about a couple places that says, for lease or for rent. And I don't know, well, I'm sure that there is big shops that could afford it, but the one that Amanda really would like to have is $110,000 a year?
Mm-hmm.
A year, $110,000. And I'm like, oh my God, you have to make over, what, $10,000 a month, well over that to pay the lease or rent.
It's crazy. Crazy.
It is.
I mean, and Scott has talked to his buddy that owns Lottie's Cafe because they've got a spot open next door to him, and it's small. I mean, he couldn't get all of his records and his CDs and all of his stuff that he sells. Couldn't get all of it in there, and it's like $3,500 a month.
Yeah. Oh, Rosario had this in October, and she had to argue with her doctor for an antibiotic. I realize that we have abused antibiotics and they don't hardly work. And I guess that they're not coming up with anything to take over for the good old penicillin. But yeah, when I was getting very depressed and like, I'm never going to feel better again. This is it.
Well, and I think it was probably a combination, bacterial and viral, but that's why I was so insistent that you use certain terminology because you needed that antibiotic for the bacterial infection.
I needed some doggone help. Oh, there's Teresa Wentler.
Hello. How are you?
Are you working or crafting? Or I know she's doing something. She's just not idle. Right?
She's always doing something.
You guys, I'm sitting here looking at this letter. Well, it's like a postal box that she made the other day. It is gorgeous. I thought it was when I watched you make it, but now I'm positive it is.
Now that you checked it out.
Okay, so yesterday when I'm at Home Goods and I'm doing so good recording, and I'm talking to myself, so I don't know if Amanda can use any of this or not to post, but every woman that seen what I was doing would walk behind me, and there was a couple of them that was together, and one would say, "She's recording that."
Oh,
but that Anna Lee bunny, the child bunny, I put that in my cart twice.
Did you?
And put it back twice. And then there was a big rabbit, and I put that in my cart. And I walked around with it quite a while, and I went and put it back. It's I just told myself, we don't need that. We don't need that. But I would have loved that Anna Lee for myself.
Well, I've been so bad the last couple years getting caught up with my crafting that I haven't gotten out my spring stuff for inside the house.
Yeah. I know. It's but we are going to try this year, like who was it that said they start getting their stuff out in October because when you craft, you don't have time to do your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
Well, I don't know, but Dad's been saying a lot.
Oh, really? It's bothering your dad?
Well, he and I were talking about, I think I was telling him about Terry Lynn Marshall. And I said, she does a lot of installs. And she said that she decorates her house for Christmas after Halloween.
Uh-huh.
And Dad was like, well, then we need to do that.
Oh, my goodness. Linda says she gets overwhelmed in the stores. Oh, gosh. That would be bad. Shelley says, with the money I get from Social Security, I could not afford to pay for rent. I couldn't afford to pay for lights or food that I know where I could go and live for free down at the river.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
You do know that Mom is trying really hard for all of us to get on board with her going to live on a cruise ship.
I think it sounds great. I mean, you've got your food. Well, you've got your shelter, your food, your laundry, your medical. What entertainment? The one that's going to come out in 2024 that's 100% residential. Well, I don't know who. Well, you have to make an $87,000 deposit, and then your rent is $37,000 a month. Now, I told you, Dad, that's the one I want to go on. He goes, well, you just go on there and work your deposit off somehow.
You just have to tend one of the bars, or
maybe I could decorate. Tell him I'll be your decorator. I wonder how many wreaths that would be. How many doors?
That's a lot of doors. I'm messing with this one because when I pulled it, it started coming apart.
Okay, Teresa Wentler says your lights are not as good as yesterday. Oh, Teresa Durbin went on a cruise to Mexico and loved it. I've never been on a cruise.
Okay, just moved that one.
Oh, me too, Anna. I'd have to do, something to get on there and live like. But they showed. Now these were called suites, and it had like a little living area with your couch, big screen TV right in front of you, and a balcony. It looked like a nice sized bathroom because there was a tub and a shower. And I just thought, oh gosh, not have to mow the grass and pull the weeds, and what all does he do? Well, what does he do to the fence with that?
Oh, he always has to reinforce that fence because you guys get that terrible wind.
Yeah, but he does something with that water. Oh, Anna, I hadn't thought of that. Craft shopping all over the world. Oh my gosh. Oh, Rosario says she's with me. She'd live on a cruise ship. Oh, really? They have dancers who will dance with you. Well, I'd have to get one of them because Greg wouldn't. I don't think mine either.
And see, this is why being a medical professional at heart is no fun. All I can think is that y'all are going on a floating petri dish of germs.
Oh, God. And who has been on a floating petri dish?
Me.
Well, okay. Oh, Shelley, I feel for you, hon. It's hard, isn't it, anymore? And it's just getting harder. I'm not going to start talking about going to the grocery store yesterday. Gail says, hello, Amanda.
Hi. Hi. Grammy's back. She's feeling better.
And I'm not even letting Amanda explain what she's doing.
I'm just putting some cute greenery and florals in these L shapes in the corner. That's all. Just little blocks of foam.
Teresa Wentler said, bring on them germs. I'll risk it. That's right.
Oh, Teresa would be a great candidate. She has a superhuman immune system.
Hey, you could be the nurse.
Yeah, they have to have on-site medical. Yeah.
You have your medical.
Teresa's going, yeah, thanks, guys. I want to, no matter where I am, I want to work.
We're trying to figure out ways to get on there, Teresa, and help pay the way because those residential ones are expensive. She goes pushing up her boxwood.
Shapey. Pushing it up. Spacing it out.
Is that your favorite greenery?
I love boxwood.
Well, I like it, but I love those ferns, the airy ferns.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we were in Michael's, I don't know if you looked at the grapevines. I don't know what's the matter with prices, you guys, but this is not a grapevine. It's actually wood, and it looks like a distressed color, and it's real nicely woven. You know what I'm talking about? Those
Mhm.
wreaths that are, well, this was a 14-inch one, and I thought, oh, that would be beautiful with some of the soft colors we've got in flowers.
Mm-hmm.
It was $50, and those things are not on sale at Michael's, or they weren't that day.
$50.
Yeah.
What the hey?
Oh, Anna says you used a fern the other day and she didn't write the name down. She loved it. Well, we'll just find that and get you the name. Shelley loves boxwood too.
What?
Oh, Gail, I am much better, thank you.
What was
Thanks
I
to
making
Amanda.
that day?
What was she making that day? You guys, I said, did you write down what you made every day? Because I was writing that down and writing whose name. She said, no. I said, Amanda, my goodness, now I'm going to have to make up some.
Well, chances are they're in this room somewhere. So we'll be able to figure it out.
Amanda used a coupon at Michael's the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, for my my foam. That was the only thing that wasn't on sale.
Oh, well, that's understandable, Anna. She can't remember because it was the day she lost her best friend. That's very understandable.
Well, I just feel so bad for you. I remember the day that Mom's friend passed away, and it was the worst. It was just the worst.
Well, what was so bad was I felt doubly bad because her daughter was pregnant with her first baby, and her husband was he was beside himself. It was like he wasn't even aware where he was, and it was just bad. Her mom was there, and the doctor came in the waiting room and talked to him about taking her off of all the machines she was on, and nobody would go in there. And I said, we can't leave her by herself. So myself and a friend that she had actually grown up with through all the elementary school and that, she said, I'll go in there with you. And it is not like they show on TV, you guys. It's but anyway, it takes a long time, and you'll think of your friend every day. Oh, here's stuff popping up about Meghan Markle on top of my iPad. Well, how can we get them people to go away? You know, they've actually like knocked out the Kardashians, I think.
In the news cycles?
Yeah, I think that they've kind of got rid of the Kardashians. I'm probably wrong, but
I don't think anything can get rid of the Kardashians.
Well, maybe not. They sure have made themselves a lot of money.
Well, you know, they do work. I mean, at first I thought, well, these people are just living off their dad's money and fame. But then I realized they all had their own, you know, they were going into their own businesses and stuff. But my favorite was when she was on David Letterman.
Now, who are you talking about?
Kim Kardashian.
Kim?
And he goes, and next we have Kim Kardashian, who's famous for something. I don't know what she does. And she'll have to explain it to me.
Oh boy, that was well, there's Miss Penny. How are you, Penny? I I didn't realize that um Shelley. Thanks, Shelley. You guys might not believe this, but when we first started doing lives, we had somebody that came on and said, I can't watch you guys because that one lady talks too much and too loud. And I was like, Amanda, she's talking about me. uh, but I didn't realize Kim was such a short, petite person. She's just over 5 feet. And there was a picture of her between the one that's a model and then Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she was between both of them, and she looked like.
She was tiny.
Oh yeah. Oh, Penny. Aggravated doctors can't find answers. Well, are you sick? Let me see if Amanda can help us.
Penny's been struggling. I'll let her.
And she said she just realized she was on Shelley's box and not on the chat box. She's too old for technology. Oh heck, we're all like that. I'm very lucky. Landon's at my house a good percentage of the time, which means his dad is there too. So when I do something, I'm like, Alex, look, what did I do here? And I will say last night, my son lost his temper with me. Or lost his composure, I'll say. I don't know what's happened to my debit card. Oh, Penny's now that she's passing out and having trouble walking in her ear.
Oh, they have been talking. Yeah, they've been talking about some neurological issues. So Penny's been.
You're being going through tests. So on Thursday night, every other Thursday night, we get Landon Papa John's pizza. That is his favorite. And God knows he needs to gain quite a bit of weight. So we had no internet, no cable. Well, that can make a family in today's society go bonkers by itself. So my son said, order the pizza on your phone, Mom. Well, I didn't have the Papa John's app on my phone. I got that on there, and I couldn't find the phone number on their app. And I had to call Alex, and so he's got my phone. He's huffing and puffing, and he goes, "See that number right there? Tap on that number." So I did, and I get this lady, and she's got an accent. And I said, I finally said to her, where are you at? She goes, I'm in the call center. And I said, okay, because my debit card's not going to work if you're like out of state. I didn't want to say out of country. And sure enough, my debit card wouldn't go through. And, well, long story short, we ended up getting pizza an hour and a half later, but it was rough. And he was not happy with his mom. But in my defense, I felt it wasn't my fault we didn't have any internet. It was Greg's fault.
Yeah, Dad was hooking up his new gaming monitor. And then he tells me this morning, he said, so I appreciate you guys getting me a gaming monitor for Christmas. And he didn't say, what you and Alex forgot. He said, what we forgot is that a gaming monitor doesn't come with speakers. so I have no sound. Well, he'd been using
Is that a bad thing in a game?
I guess, yeah. So, because he had been using just a regular TV for his gaming monitor, and I said, "Oh, well, hey, so what do you want for Father's Day?" And he laughed. He goes, "I'm not waiting until Father's Day. I'm gonna get speakers for my monitor." But he said he finally got the internet going. But he said not before your mom started having cold sweats, and Landon started snapping at all of us.
Well, he refused to eat anything. He had not ate since 11 a.m. yesterday. And this is going on 7 o'clock last night. I said, Landon, please, at least eat a piece of cheese. Do something. Let me, he wanted to wait for that pizza. Oh my gosh, she's been through the MRI, spinal tap, heart cath, heart monitor. He did a procedure where he was trying to make me pass out so he could put in loop recorder. Oh, Penny. Well, several people on here is praying for you, and I'm going to put you on our prayer list.
Thanks, Shelly. I love these little, it's 1.5 inch, and I love these little sunflowers and daisies on it. So I'm just using a small zip tie, and I'm going to put a floral pin there. Yeah, I've been worried about Penny. She's had several scares. That passing out business is no good.
That is scary. Oh yeah, Anna, those sunflowers. There's Colleen. Okay, we won't say anything.
We won't get you in trouble.
Your package went to FedEx this morning.
Your bunnies are en route.
Why are we whispering?
Sure.
So they don't hear us.
Okay, so we got one little bow.
Oh, Penny. I just want to be able to drive again so I can leave when I want. That means so I can leave the house.
Yes. I would not do well with not being able to drive, especially since Scott's not here, is he? My husband took PTO today, so he's off, but I think he went somewhere. He's a terrible driver.
Oh, yeah, it scares me to death. I make Amanda promise that she'll drive when they go somewhere.
Mm-hmm. When we took Mom to the casino that one day, Scott goes, "Oh, I know exactly how to get there and where the parking garage is. I'll drive." And I was like, no, I'll drive. And he's like, "No, it's okay. I don't mind." And I'm like, "No, it's okay. I'll drive." And Mom's just standing there going, "Well, I'm not driving. I'm Grammy. I don't have to drive."
I'm like, I don't know if I'm getting in the car.
Grammy shouldn't have to drive.
Yeah. I asked Landon if he had any desires to even, like, let's go in a parking lot when they're closed and you could get to feel the gas pedal and the brake. And no, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this job. I've been driving since I was 12 years old, you guys, and I'm tired of it.
Now, you drove early because your grandma was sick, right?
Yep. I had to go to her house every day, and I would take food and make sure she was cleaned up and everything. And everybody was working. Penny's got an 18-year-old that has no desire to drive. What's wrong with these kids?
Oh my gosh. So,
oh no. How long have we been on?
Yep.
You see who's standing at the door, you guys?
Yep.
Can you see Jack?
We're right at an hour, so he's about to get a vocal.
Oh, Gail. Her husband passed out, went through all the same tests, and they decided it was something called,
Basal nerve syndrome.
He needs to be hydrated, so he's drinking all the time. Well, you see that, Penny?
Uh-oh, Jack. These ladies want to give you cuddles. And you know what, Anna? He would be like, oh, you're going to give me cuddles? Okay.
He's going in the bedroom now.
Yeah, he heard me say the magic word.
Cuddles.
He is.
Dad.
Oh, he's my big snuggle bear.
Why don't you try drinking? Oh, do you drink quite a bit? Now, see, I considered that I was a drinker because, well, Lord knows how many years I was addicted to McDonald's tea, which thankfully I stopped that. But then I find out tea dehydrates you. So I have a bottle of water with whatever else I'm drinking. Everybody saying hi to Jack.
He's starting to feel better.
Oh, I see you looking at us. He's looking from the bedroom, Amanda. My Teddy's at school, and I'm so glad. It's not that I don't love him dearly, but oh, can he wear you out?
So I just put a smidge of hot glue on that floral pen, and I'm holding it there.
Oh, I'm just now looking at that, you guys. That is darling. Oh, Anna, you just do such good things. I know, Anna. Isn't that a shock? I think I'm doing this great service to my body, and I'm finding out I'm dehydrating it. Now, Landon only drinks water. He has a soda at lunch, and that's all. And my son drinks water, and he'll have a diet Mountain Dew in the evening. But Gail says she loves it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is, isn't it?
Thanks. You guys are so sweet and kind.
Oh, Carol said that is so pretty. It isn't something different. She's really made different things every day, I think.
I'm trying, because some people aren't wreath people.
Yeah.
My friend AJ that does the woodworking stuff, she's not a wreath person. But she obviously she likes different types of wood projects. So I had told her, I said, you should make me something that you like, something that's good size, round, maybe 12 to 14 inch round. If you want to put welcome or whatever, because she also does wood burning, then I'll decorate it a little bit. Not too much.
It's beautiful, hon.
So then there's just a little bit of foam on the sides that need mossed, but not too much. I might put a little more box.
Anna said, just stick it in a box and send it to my house. She's still going. Gail, I think everybody does like sunflowers.
I like all the flowers. I'm not crazy about carnations.
I don't have anything against carnations, but they're not my favorite flower or anything, but I think they get a bad rap.
Thank you, Penny. I really hope you can get some answers.
Well, she's going to start hydrating, I think. Really drinking that water. Now, I wonder if it would count if you put like a little splash of bourbon or something.
Alcohol dehydrates you.
Forget that. Oh, Rosario says stupendous. That's a good one.
That's a great word. Thank you. A little bit more fullness up here at the top.
At the top.
At the top. Just at the top. Okay, get these a bend. So, have to put some moss on that side. Look at this side. Make sure your little flowers and buds are showing. Jack is probably.
I can't see him now.
Oh, he's in the bedroom doorway. I wore green today.
Yes, you
Happy
did.
St. Pat's. Happy St. Pat's. Does anybody do a special meal for St. Pat's? You guys do corned beef and cabbage?
Well, isn't that like the law?
I made it once.
Not a fan?
Not a fan. I mean, I put a whole bunch of mustard on the corned beef because it was like, just not my favorite.
I have had it where I've been like, oh my gosh, this is the best ever. And then I've had it again and did not care for it at all. So I guess it's all in the way it's cooked. Oh, Penny doesn't have to wear green because she's got green eyes.
Oh, beautiful.
You don't see, or I don't see too many people with green eyes.
My twigs going here and here.
Oh, Gail's got corned beef cabbage in the crock pot. Oh, Greg would have loved that if I'd have made. That is really pretty. And you can see the whole sign. I'm proud of you for not covering that
A
up.
beautiful garden is a work of the heart.
There you go. I'll drink to that.
So, let's see. I need to get in touch with Showstopper Designs because I want to do, I want to give her a shout out when I use one of her attachments. She has a bunny head that I've been wanting to use. I know Easter's right around the corner, but that's okay. I'll just keep on making Easter.
Oh, Gail's, her house is stinky from cooking that. Well, I know Amanda doesn't know this because the video I took, I tried to send to her and it said it was too long. But they had a flock bunny sitting. It was cuter than these. And it was like 2.5 going on 3 feet tall. And I thought, oh, if Amanda was here, she'd be going bonkers.
Flocked bunny?
Oh, Rosario, she needs more Easter stuff.
Okay, you guys, we're talking up a storm with Grammy. We have 115 comments today.
There you go.
So we're going to start. It's going round and around and around and around. It says, Rosario.
Oh, Rosario.
It picked your comment. We like that. So happy you're feeling better.
Congratulations, Rosario.
That's good. I don't think Rosario had gotten picked yet. I like that we're getting a lot of people getting prizes. A lot of different. Oh, I've got an avalanche over here that is just bound to
Go.
Yes,
it's gonna go.
So, congratulations, Rosario. We're going to send you out a prize for being here. And, she's like, I got picked. I can't believe it. Thank you, Teresa. Well, I think Jack's still, he's still a little bit sick. He's sleeping. He's in the doorway, though, so he knows. He has to know where I am.
Oh, yeah.
And what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah.
And I started panicking yesterday because I'm not used to leaving him home for any length of time.
Oh, since he's been sick.
And so I had gotten up from the poker table and cashed out, and I was talking to a couple people, and Scott was still playing a couple hands, and we were going to go to there's a little grill. They call it the Riverfront Grill, and we were going to get Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. So I walk by and I look in the poker room and he's still got his cards So I texted him. I said, hurry up. I want to get home to Jack. I need to feed him dinner. And he texts me, I'm cashing out right now. And I'm looking at him holding these cards. I'm staring at him like, you liar, pants on fire. So I go, I get a fresh soda from the soda fountain, and I'm walking around, and I guess I must have been sticking in the same area because this little lady said, this machine's not taking money if you were wanting to play that one. And I said, no, I'm not wanting to play any machines. I'm trying to get my husband out of the poker room. She goes, girl, you're never going to get him out of there. So you just sit down and play this machine. So, but I couldn't believe it. He goes, it was a little fib. I said, I saw you text me while you're holding cards in your hand. You stinker.
Oh my gosh.
So anyway, well, we will see you tomorrow.
Thanks for being here with us, you guys.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to our winners. Don't forget, if you're watching the replay, you still get entered into the drawing if you sprinkle, bless our page. We appreciate that. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, let's see here. And